Hello, I'm Casey Fetchett, and welcome to the Nerdy Photographer Podcast. This week's episode, Stop or My Mom Will Boost Your Post. We're going to be talking about social media advertising and why you should never boost a post. All that and more after this short message. Do you have a WordPress photography website? Would you like to have the ease of a themed design along with the flexibility of a design that you can make yourself? You should check out Flow Themes. They have announced their new Flex Block for a number of their newer WordPress themes. It allows you to create a block that goes into your site that you create entirely yourself. Gives you a great amount of flexibility and works with many of their premium WordPress themes. And you can get 25% off your next Flow Themes WordPress premium WordPress template with the code CASEY25, CASEY 25 at checkout. Just head over to nerdyphotographer.com/recommends/flowthemes, FLOTHEMES, Flow Themes. Have you ever logged into Facebook and seen a notification from your photography business page that says, this post is performing better than 90% of your other posts? Isn't it amazing that I've been getting these all the time? I don't know if I'm the only one, but I get them with almost every post that I make. Now, how is it possible that 90% of my posts are performing better than 90% of my posts? It's because Facebook wants me to boost those posts. You'd reach 20,000 people by boosting this post just with $5, $10, $20. You can reach this huge crowd of people, and it's very enticing when you see that. I'm like, oh man, because I don't know about everybody else, but I've noticed that the viewership of my page posts and anything that I put up there has gone way down over the years because they've made it more and more and more about paid advertising to reach people, even the people that already like your page. And while that sucks, that's the way that it kind of goes. But you should never, ever, ever boost a post, and I'm going to tell you why. Boosting a post does nothing to get your content in front of the people that are going to hire you. I've talked to people who work in advertising, marketing, everything. Everybody says the same thing. Never boost your post. You're throwing your money away. Like, seriously, you could set your money on fire and it would probably get more attention than, boosting a post. Why? All the social media outlets where it says, like, boost this or just whatever, it's not putting that ad that you've created, basically this advertising this post that you've done, in front of a group of people that are going to want to hire you. It's just throwing it out there. And it's like casting this giant net. Sure, 20,000 people might see that post if you spend $20 or $50 or whatever on it. You might get 20,000 people to see that post. That's like throwing a huge net into the ocean and like be like, okay, I want to catch this one fish. I'm trying to catch one fish. And hopefully by using this giant net, I can catch that one fish. No, you're going to get a whole bunch of fish, 20,000 of them, 40,000 of them, but it might not be the one that you need. You're looking for, and a lot of people say like, oh, you only need 1%, you don't need to please everybody. You only need to, please 1% of people to be successful in your business. That's not true. You need to get 100% of that 1%. That's what you need. It's not just, like randomly throwing things out there and hoping that one person is going to see it out of 100 and go, that's who I want to hire. You need to focus specifically on that 1% of people, which is why you need to create a targeted ad for your post. A targeted ad, or what's that? Like, okay, so you need to think about who you're trying to reach. And I've talked in the last episode about your ideal client. And I really should do an episode on, figuring out who your ideal client is, because I'm realizing now I'm talking a lot about ideal clients. Your ideal client is the person who you want to hire you. I bring this up a lot as far as like wedding photography, because I mostly do weddings. But maybe you're, I'm in the New York area, so first of all, it's probably going to be somebody who lives around New York City. And let's say it's, I'm imagining somebody who's 25 to 35, female, somebody who works in, a certain industry. Like, what do they, what are the things that they like? You're trying to put all those things together. Like, who is the person that I'm talking to? Who's the person I'm trying to reach? It's not only going to help you in marketing to develop your voice for your marketing and how you approach those people and try to reach them. It also helps you when you're setting up your ad, because you're going to think about, like, what TV shows do these people like? What movies do they watch? What music do they listen to? How do they relax? What geographic area do they live in? What age are they? What are their interests? All of these things not only help you figure out how to talk to them via your marketing, social media, etc., but when you're doing your advertising, it's going to help you narrow down the group that you're trying to reach, because when you narrow things down, you become more focused. Think of it like a flashlight. Those flashlights where you screw the head in, like, you can have a really wide, dim beam, or you can turn the head of the flashlight and it becomes a very focused, very powerful beam. You want to be that focused, powerful beam of light shining on those people that you really want to reach, because they're the people who are going to hire you. You're not going to, like, boost a post to 20,000 people and magically, all that money that you're spending is going to the people who are going to connect with your business. Your business isn't for everyone. It's for certain people. I mean, like, that's just the nature of it. This isn't about being exclusionary. Yes, sometimes you're going to get people who are, not really in your ideal client profile who are going to hire you. They might share certain aspects of that information, or they might not any at all. They're certainly outliers, but for the most part, if you're doing things correctly, you're going to have this sort of focused group of people who are going to hire you. So if you're just like crazily saying, like, boost my post, here, take my money, Facebook, take it from me, that's not going to help your business. You're going to end up spending money and wasting it instead of focusing on the interests and the areas where the people who are going to hire you are. So please, stop boosting. Do not boost. I'm going to tell you again, don't boost the post. Don't do it. I'm telling you. Create targeted ads. Advertising that reaches the people who connect with your business, the people who are going to pay you, not people who are like just going to like your post, not people who are just going to, like, oh, that looks interesting. That's not what you want. You want people who are going to reach out to you and hire you. For example, here's the thing: like, if you run a family portrait business and a wedding business, those are two completely different clients. Like I was saying, for weddings, it might be, I'm going to 25 to 30, or maybe, mid 30s, or whatever that you're focusing on. For family portraits, you might be looking for, 30 to 40, 45 area as far as age range. People who are in different life stages have different interests, so you need to consider that as far as your advertising. Your ads are not going to be the same for both groups. You're not sending them the same content, because if you do, one half of them is not going to be interested in it at all, and the other half is going to be like, okay, well, maybe. So, but you want to use your money and get the greatest return on the investment for what you're trying to accomplish. So please, listen to me again. Don't boost. Create an ad. Talk to you later.
Well, you better start listening, better start listening, better better stop, better stop, better stop, you better stop, better stop, better stop, you better stop.
And now for my favorite part of the show. What's that say? Useless information. This is always death.
In today's useless information, while many people like to joke about Elvis Presley dying in the bathroom, another famous person that you probably didn't know died in the bathroom is Orville Redenbacher. Yes, Mr. Popcorn himself, who passed away when he drowned in his bathtub after suffering from a heart attack.
Well, you better start listening, 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 better stop, better stop, better stop, you better stop, better stop, better stop, you better stop, better stop, better stop, you better stop.
Thank you for listening to this episode about boosting or not boosting your posts. Not to boost. To boost or not to boost, the answer is not boost. Don't boost it. Thank you for listening to the Nerdy Photographer Podcast. Please follow us on Facebook, The Nerdy Photographer, Twitter and Instagram at The Nerdy Photo. Let me know what topics you want to hear about. I want to serve the photography community with my knowledge. Send me your questions. What are you worried about? What are your concerns? What's driving you crazy this week? It doesn't have to be something that you've been driving you nuts for months or whatever. What do you have questions about this week? I'm going to try to answer it. If I can't, I'm going to try to find somebody who can. And I want to help you. So reach out via social media. Leave a comment on a post on the blog, nerdyphotographer.com, and tell me what you want to hear about so I can get you the content that you need. Until next time, talk nerdy.
Who's that coming back to town? You better start listening. Who's your heart been beating about? You better listen.